Good afternoon. Welcome back to my messy desk. Today we've got a special treat. This is the first computer that our family ever owned. It is a Bondwell B310. It's a 286. I think it's got like a 20 megabyte hard drive. No backlight. These didn't have backlights, so you have to put a lamp on your screen. Which was kind of weird back in the day. You had a dedicated lamp for the laptop, basically. Unfortunately, it says charging, even though there's no battery in it. If you try to turn it on, just can't do it. It's like. And if you watch the screen, flip, 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 nothing. It clicks. You can hear the hard drive clicking. I don't think the hard drive is at fault. I think it's just doesn't have enough power to turn on. And when we first tried to turn this on after it's sitting on a shelf for over 10, 15 years probably, we thought maybe the power supply was wrong because it seems to be like a volt lower than what the computer asks for, and so we tried another one that should have worked and did the same thing. So now I am going to open it all the way and see if I can find anything suspicious in there. Maybe some blown capacitors, of course, and backup battery might be all dead and leaking all over the place. Who knows? Yeah, I guess we'll just have to see. Alright, in order to open these things, it's just a bunch of screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's also one under the do not remove warranty sticker, which I have removed and placed there. So, it took me a second to figure out how to open it. Could not get it open, and then I found that screw. So, easy. Slightly less easy is once you get it cracked open like that, you have to undo the cable through the display, and there's also a screw holding it on there. So you can see it's got a little ground tab. I already took the screw out, or I guess I loosened it, and now this whole display assembly can be set aside. And there we have it. Floppy drive. Maybe the hard drive is under that. Seems about right. I have to get the keyboard out. It's a spacer for some reason. 2 screws at the bottom here. Oops, I got music playing. Let you get that out. I'm gonna have to pull this ribbon cable. Get the keyboard out of the way. And there's our keyboard. These are nice. Woo! Mechanical. Sounds so fun. Yep. Just realized this thing that I called a spacer earlier really is a button, like from clothing. I guess it found its way in there. Pretty sure that's what that is. Probably fell through. Well, one of the latches on the display is broken, and who knows, maybe when I was a 5-year-old I decided to put a button in there for some, I don't know, who knows. Couple screws, and then there's these little clip things on the bottom. Get this shield off. And what do we got here? Looks like this is probably the main ROM, BIOS ROM or something. It's an EEPROM. Part number, blah 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 blah, I don't know. Got some generic logic crap chip things. One cap that does not look blown. Everything else looks fine. I'm gonna have to get into this crap somehow. Looks like I might be able to just pull. No, can't just pull that off. Pull these screws maybe? We'll see. Nope, I was wrong. This just comes off. And those screws hold in the hard drive. Hey, hard drive. What are you? You are a Connor Peripherals Oh, Compaq. Was Compaq called Connor back in the day or something? I don't know. Hot 225. Who knows? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Hopefully I can get this working and we'll see how big the hard drive actually is and what might be on it. Hopefully I can get the floppy drive out soon after I take a couple screws out. See what the hell's under there. Decided to get the hard drive out first, and I almost... You see these 4 screws on the top, you're like, oh, well, that's how you get the hard drive out. Oh, they're Torx screws, that's weird. No, those are the ones that hold the hard drive together. So don't take those out, because they're holding the top of the hard drive over the platter's casing. Yeah, don't do that. What's stupid, though, so far, unless I'm missing something, is the hard drive, or the screws to get the hard drive out, are these ones on the side, and they're kind of blocked by this. You can get it out of the way and still get them out, but somehow I should be able to pull the whole motherboard in this chassis section out of the plastic and actually be able to access like the floppy screws and these back side of the hard drive screws. But I don't know how to do that yet, so I'm just gonna do what I can. I got this loose, but it's not really loose in the back. There must be a screw below, maybe. Although I've got all the screws out from the bottom, so who knows. Hard drive's free. It's kind of hard to get that screw out without having room for it. It's weird, it uses this little small power plug, even though it has a full-size Molex plug on it. Thought that was kind of interesting. What do we got under here? Award software, some more ROMs. Maybe that's the BIOS. That's the BIOS. I don't know what that ROM is then. Surely this isn't... There's no way that would be a CPU. I don't know. Guess we'll see. Luckily this lithium battery doesn't seem to have exploded all over the place. But who knows? I don't see any residue, so that's good. Just had an idea. Since I don't have the screen or the hard drive plugged in, there's going to be a lot less drain. Well, I don't know if the screen's going to really have that much drain, but drain on the electrical side of things. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in over here. Yeah, over here. Oh. Well, since I don't have the keyboard, I don't have the LED lights to know what's going on. Okay, now the keyboard's plugged in. Well, we're not getting enough. Oh. It's not a click, 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 click like it used to be. Let me plug the screen in and see what happens. Alright, now the screen's plugged in, half-assed. Oh, hey! Look at you! You work. Select display. F2. No, F1. Crap, I can't get to the contrast. There we go. Okay. Heyo! Alright, testing interrupt controller, CMOS battery, okay. CMOS checksum failed. 640K of RAM. Expansion module. Ooh, an extra 384K. That's like almost a meg. That is a meg. One whole meg. CMOS RAM error. Check battery run setup. So the battery says it's okay. That's weird. F1 continue. Let's see how it tries to boot. Disk boot failure. Which would make sense because there's no hard drive in it and there's no disk in the floppy drive. I wonder if... Actually, I do have a DOS disk. Let me see if I can find it. This is my beloved copy of... Damn it, there's my product key right there. Oh my god. You're gonna steal my copy of DOS 6.22. Yeah. We will slap this in there. I guess it just has disc 1, disc 2, it doesn't have a boot disc. Cool. I will stick this guy into this guy. And we'll try it again. My battery's about to die. F1. It's kind of hard to get the... Yeah. Come on, baby. F1 to continue. Oop. Come on, baby. It is using the floppy drive. See that light down there? That's the floppy light. Oh, getting a little action. Starting MS-DOS. Cha-ching. Sorry, you can't really see that. Yes. It lives. Now, I wonder what's wrong with the hard drive. If the hard drive is at fault for it not wanting to start with a hard drive, or as my theory goes, hard drive is drawing too much power and it cannot supply it. To exit setup, press F3. Can I just use DOS? To exit. Yay, I can use DOS. I don't know how to type. Directory. /o/p. /p. There. Sweet. Floppy works. Computer works. That's plenty for me, but I'm gonna keep going. I weaseled the screws out of the floppy drive sides, and not a whole lot under there really. What do we got? Yeah, just more stuff. So, one socketed, what is that? Is that no, it's not. I thought that was like 7.4 series logic or something. Nope. Crystal. One more cap. Doesn't seem to be blown. Nice Elna caps. Who knows? I'm gonna put it all back together, at least get the hard drive hooked up and see what happens. Maybe it'll come back. So I have another theory that maybe that hard drive was just a little unhappy. Seems to. If I flip it on. I don't know if you can hear that. It's trying. Flip it off, turn it back on. It totally spun up for just a second earlier. Oh, there it goes. Oh, no, nope. There we go. Come on. No. It's trying. Hopefully this isn't like the worst thing I could do right now is try to get it to spin up. Oh, up, and back down. Still think it's not getting enough power. And I don't think if I unplug the floppy drive it'll do anything different. Let's see. And the plot thickens. Look what just blew up. That capacitor actually blew up. Not just it failed, but it exploded. There was smoke. I hope that's all that happened. I can replace that. That's not that big of a deal. Oh my god, that was scary. It was like... And that poor thing, 1000 microfarad, 16 volt. You know, I bet I have one of those. And what do you know? I do. It's even a nice little Rubicon. Fancy. See what that does. Alright, so I don't know why that thing blew up, other than I did try another power supply, and that probably blew it up. But I mean, the power supply was the right polarity, pretty much the same number of watts in the end. It was a 10 volt instead of a 9 volt, but it wasn't regulated, so it should have been drawing the same thing as this one is putting out. And this one is a little bit lower than it should be, but it's really beefy. I don't know. I'm wondering if this actually is not the right power supply. I know it's not the power supply. It says, for use with K-Pro computer model 2000 only. And the Bondwell power supply to this is totally different. But I'm pretty sure that's the one that we used back in the day. Like, I remember that's power supply. So I don't know why that one would not work unless this is the problem and it's not providing as much power as it used to. Maybe it's got a blown capacitor in it. Ooh, that's a good idea. So I decided what to do is just to use the old bench power supply that I made. Let's see. I can't do 9. I guess I'll have to do the regulated and pull it down to 9. And this is built out of a ATX power supply, so it will have plenty of amps if needed. It's a little touchy. I do it this way. Nope, that's not gonna help. Anyway, I'll dial it into 9, and then I'll use some alligator clips and this, which should fit. We'll see if that works. Alrighty, this says 9.08, but I checked it with the multimeter and that meter's a little off, so this is actually 9 volts. We've got it wired up. This laptop is positive center, in the center, polarity. Let's see if I can plug it in without shorting it out. You might hear a fan. That's from the power supply. Okay, so now it is getting 9 volts. Very good 9 volts. So I'll turn it on and we'll watch, see how many amps it draws. 1 point. Haha, what do you know? It's running like a champ. So basically, that old power supply was not providing enough power. So now that I give it 9 volts, straight up 9 volts, it wants 9 volts, and let it draw as much power as it wants to, and then watch that again. It goes up to about 1.8 amps there for a second. And then 1.3, and it's going to drop down. So, I guess I'll put it back together enough to see the screen and have the keyboard and see what happens. And then after that, see about looking into that power supply and see what's inside it. Who knows? Maybe it's worn out. But it's good to know that giving it the right amount of power, letting it to do its thing, has resurrected it, I guess. Okay, I would say this is together enough. Actually, not quite. F1. This whole not backlit screen thing is problematic. It's either I can see it or you can see it. Oh, there we go. That's not too bad. Alright. Check battery, run setup, blah blah blah. F1 to continue. Boot disk failure. Uh-oh. Where's my delete button? I gotta use 2 hands to do this. Control-Alt-Escape for setup. Oh, and escape's way the hell over there. Jerks. Control-Alt-Escape. There we go. Disk 1. None. I don't know if it has automatic disk detection. Shit. I'm gonna have to read this disk and see if I can manually set it up. Oh well, we'll see what happens after I do that. Crap. What do you know? Someone actually has the information. So I can just plug all that in. See if it works after that. Alright, it appears to be preset number 2. Easy enough. Logical characteristics, according to the webpage on my right side, 615.417. 615.417. Cool. Let's see what happens. Diskette 1. Should have a 1.2 meg, or 1.4. I think it takes full 1.4 meg discs. Cool, whatever. Speed select. Ooh, I didn't know you could do that. Not that I would really want to lower the speed on a 286. Maybe on a 486. Anyway, F10, chord changes, F5 to confirm, LCD, testing, equipment configuration error. What's wrong? Everything's okay. Found system memories, found expansion memory. Stupid contrast thing isn't sticking right. There, that's better. F1 to continue. Hey, hey, hey! Hard drive works. Check that out. Directory. I don't remember what the menu thing is called. Gosh, this contrast is annoying. Keeps moving. We've even got Lero on here. That's pretty cool. Let me do dir/p so I can actually read it. Menus. I thought it would automatically open our menu program. Okay, change directory. Menus. There was more. It's the old version of DOS, so you can't recall previous commands. What's in dir? No, not dr. dir. MS? What does that do? Easy access menu system, that's what I'm looking for. Enter. I don't care about that. There we go. Root directory? I don't know, maybe that's not right. I'll figure it out. Give me a second. Okay, well, I think that is the menu program that we used to use, but apparently it's not set up or something. It basically would just... In fact, I think it was on autoexecute.bat had an entry. I'll have to see how to edit auto, because there's an autoexecute.back, so the backup version, and then up somewhere else at the top is autoexecute.old. So old 723.92, 724.92. This back is 717.92. I don't know. Who knows when those are actually made? I think this laptop came out in '92, so I don't quite understand why all that's on there like that, but maybe it's still stock. I don't know. Anyway, we'll open up this keyboard's kind of funky. Keeps double stroking a lot. Oh gosh, there's a lot of helpful. EIR/P. Oh, come on. Quit double stroking things. There. Nothing on that page. Okay. World, I guess is what it is. More apps world? Type MW or... okay. There we go. Let's see if I can get some contrast action going on here. Alright, high-res monochrome Hercules graphics. EGA monitor. Mono VGA in gray shades. This is an EGA display, but it's not color. Try 3. Low-res EGA. Come on now. Well, it was loading. Can I do a Control C? Oh! Special thanks to AMD. Just skip all these screens, do MWS instead of MW. Okay. That's funny. It's an advertisement for AMD processors. Alright, I don't know why we're not loading here. There it goes. Okay, MWS. Oh, MW space S. We'll try number 1. Camera's about to die again. I didn't actually charge it that much earlier. See when this loads, I'll come back. It's weird. There's a bunch of folders and they've got games in them, but most of them just have zip files in them. They've never been unzipped. And I don't really know how to use PK unzip anymore. It doesn't seem to work, so maybe Chopper will work. Yeah, Chopper Commando. I've got a video about this already somewhere. Start. This game is awesome. I'm a wimp. Easy. Yeah, baby. Can't remember what the... Okay, yeah, that is. Play this with one hand. Oh, there's that stupid thing. Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna go ahead and... Yeah. Sucker! Probably can't even see that thing on there. Oh, wait. I think I want to land here. See if I can do it. Oh my goodness. Oh! Nope. I crashed. It's very touchy. Anyway, I'm gonna put this back together now. And maybe mess with the power supply. But I'm glad it works. It works. It works great. Thanks for watching.